Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the rolling hills, there lived a man named Samuel. Samuel was known far and wide for his generosity. He would always be the first to lend a helping hand, offer kind words, and share whatever he had with those in need. Despite not being wealthy, Samuel's heart overflowed with compassion and kindness. Part 1. One day, a terrible storm hit the village, causing widespread damage to the homes and crops of the villagers. Many were left without shelter or food. Samuel, without a second thought, opened his doors to those who had lost everything. He shared his meager supplies, comforted the distraught, and worked tirelessly to help rebuild the homes of his neighbors. His selfless acts of generosity inspired others in the village to come together and support one another during this difficult time. Part 2. Years passed, and the village faced another crisis when a neighboring village declared war. Fear gripped the hearts of the villagers as they prepared for the impending conflict. Samuel, however, saw an opportunity to show the power of generosity in the face of adversity. He went to the neighboring village, not with weapons, but with offerings of peace and reconciliation. His genuine desire to help and his unwavering belief in the goodness of people touched the hearts of even the most hardened warriors. Through his acts of generosity and kindness, Samuel was able to prevent a disastrous conflict and instead fostered a lasting peace between the two villages. Part 3. As Samuel grew older, his acts of generosity only multiplied. He spent his days visiting the sick, comforting the lonely, and uplifting the spirits of those around him. His reputation as a beacon of light and hope spread far and wide, and people from distant lands sought his guidance and wisdom. Despite his old age and dwindling resources, Samuel never wavered in his commitment to helping others. He knew that true wealth lay not in material possessions, but in the impact one could have on the lives of others through acts of generosity. Part 4. One day, as Samuel lay on his deathbed surrounded by loved ones and those whose lives he had touched, he imparted his final words of wisdom. "My dear friends," he said with a weak but steady voice, "remember that true happiness is found not in what you have, but in what you give. Generosity is a gift that keeps on giving, enriching both the giver and the receiver. In a world filled with darkness, be the light that shines through acts of kindness and compassion. Let your legacy be one of generosity and love, for that is the true measure of a life well lived." Part 5. And so Samuel's legacy lived on long after he had passed, inspiring generations to come to embrace the power of generosity. The village, once divided by hardship and fear, became a beacon of hope and unity, all thanks to one man's unwavering commitment to helping others. Samuel's story serves as a reminder that no act of kindness is ever too small, and that through generosity, we have the power to change the world, one heart at a time.